Our status has to be reviewed every 4 years. I believe everyone is concerned as to the status of Suhakam. Much have been said about Suhakam. Suhakam have been criticized more than it is being recognized in our function. As we have said, we have not been deterred by all this criticism. We accept that as a challenge, and I'm happy to say that every commissioners and officers has put in their best to do what must be done in the promotion and protection of human rights. Our annual reports, though it is never debated in Parliament, is testimony of what we have done since Suhakam was established by an Act of Parliament in 1999. Now, I'm happy to announce that after a series of reviews, the subcommittee of the ICC, International Coordinating Committee of National Human Rights Institutions for Protection of Human Rights, that is ICC, has recommended to the Bureau that Suhakam remain A status. And from the teleconference which I had with them earlier this week, it seems clear to me that performance of Suhakam is no issues. They would appear to be satisfied with the action we have taken in the exercise of our function. What they are concerned is with regard to the transparency in the appointment of members of the selecting committee. They are also concerned with regard to the requirement for KPI. The government has amended the Act following the observation made by the ICC on the issues of transparency of the appointment and independence of the commissioners. So Suhakam has recommended that there should be a selection committee and the appointment should be made more transparent. Following that, the government amended the Act in earlier this year to provide for the establishment of the selection committee. The provision for non-binding, a provision which provide the recommendation of the selection committee is not binding on the Prime Minister, and the requirement of KPI. Those are the three issues, ladies and gentlemen, that raise the concern of the ICC subcommittee. They are skeptical about the transparency in the selection of members of the civil society in the committee. They are also concerned that the selections committee's role is advisory and the Prime Minister is not bound by that, by their recommendation. They also express concern with regard to the KPI. They express concern that the KPI should not be should not provide an avenue for political interference in the appointment and the function of Suhakam. We have, at the request of the government and in consultation with the civil society, prepared a set of KPI to be made applicable to new members, and we have submitted it to the government with the recommendation that these KPI should be made public. We hope that our recommendation would be considered by the government. We like to say that Suhakam cannot determine or cannot assure ICC whether the KPI will be made public, because that is entirely a decision to be made by the government. We have expressed the view that for the sake of transparency, it should be made public. And this is what the ICC subcommittee has recommended.